Okay, I'm going to be doing a product review for the FiFine Technologies microphone. This is a plug-in quarter-inch microphone. Suitable, I would say, something for like karaoke, or if you're plugging direct into, like, say, like your phone or like an iPod thing. You just want to do some basic recordings and stuff. We're going to just do an open box here review. Like I said, nice straightforward box that it comes in with the logo. Let's open it up, see what, take a look here. All right, get this out of the way. Just a nice product card. We know their social media stuff in there. Basic stuff like, thank you for purchasing, kind of a thing. Okay. Basic instructions. I really can't. Let's turn that around. The K6 user guide, as you can see here, is plug in. It comes with a cable too. Let's see how. Here, the basic user instructions. I mean, plug it in pretty much. Just gives you, all the different things, what comes with it. You get a 2-year extended warranty, right? Stuff, social media. Again, basic instructions. Could be an idiot, not know how to use this. Like that. See, like this, like a karaoke machine mic. Volume up, things like that. Features, specs. Now we go through the specs here. As you can see, it is a dynamic. Sensitivity is 50 to 18K. 50 doesn't have the lowest bass frequency response there, which usually go down. Human hearing is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So, it's 50 hertz. It doesn't pick up super subs, but you don't really want that in a vocal mic anyway. But it's got some pretty nice high response there. It's unidirectional, which means it picks up from pretty much everywhere. The operating temperature in Celsius there, suspension type, the weight 210 grams, cable length is 14 feet, 4.5 meters. It's a pretty long cable. All right, pretty good. Right there. Here is the cable. As you can see, yeah, it's a long cable. Pretty long cable there. Quarter-inch on one side. XLR female on the other. 14 feet. It's pretty good. Nice and long. Now let's take a look at the microphone. This is a pretty good box that it comes in. You can keep it in this box. Nice styrofoam cut box there. Here's the mic itself. The mic has an on-off switch, as you can see there. I would like that to be a little more of a click. It's a slide. You can feel the detent in there when you click it into place, but this should be a little bit harder to click off and on. Like if I get it there while I'm handling it, I don't want it to suddenly slip and go off on me. So that should be a little bit of a harder click into the on position, so you don't accidentally turn it off while you're just kind of handling it. But it does have a really nice, has a nice weight to it, similar to an SM58. Probably a little bit lighter than that, but it's not a really light mic. This is metal. The cap itself, the mesh screen is metal. I said it's got a nice weight to it, similar, probably a little bit lighter than have more of a weight of like an SM57 probably, but it's not a light microphone, not cheap anyway. Let's see if we can get the screen off and look at the capsule here. Got a pretty long screw there. Okay, nice clean, yeah, it's in there, really good. And there's your capsule. Pretty good construction. I'm not going to take the capsule out, but this is nice and solid. Here you can see here's the magnet and stuff in there. So, not a cheap design. There's your wires, but this is not a cheap design. That's the screw there. That's when you want to get in here and mess with that stuff, but you don't have to do this. But yeah, you can see though it's not shoddily made. Nice and neat wiring. The cap in there is really nice because you can see. Nicely uniform, good construction. Like I said, it's neatly done. You don't see stuff hanging out and all that. Nothing looks like crap. There's foam here as well. Let's put the put this back on. Really nice long screw cap on. It's got nice, nice weight to it and stuff. I'll do a mic test with this in studio, so you see how it sounds coming out of a PA. We'll see how the bass response is in a roll-off. But this is just a nice overall look at the microphone itself. The next video will be me testing out the actual sound of the microphone. But a nice solid karaoke mic, not cheap at all. Okay, now we're going to do a field test. We're going to take the microphone out of the box, and we're going to plug it into a PA system with everything relatively flat, and we're going to see how this sounds out of a PA with a relatively flat response. So we're going to hook it into a nice Mackie here, out of some nice Yamaha 15s, and we're going to see how it sounds. Okay, here we are. This is our strip here. We are set up. Compression is equal. Gain is on here. We have it on unity. Everything is flat. A little bit of reverb there. Actually, I can turn all these down and this off. There is no monitor here. We can see the PA is set flat. I have that there so we don't get screaming. I have the 100 hertz rumble reduction induced to take the bottom end rumble out of that, so I get too much proximity effect. But I'm going to switch the mic on, step back a bit from the PA, and let's test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can tell you right away that since this is only on like a quarter of the way up, now unity, if I put this on and I do unity and I bring this up, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wring this PA out a little bit here. Okay, so here's the test. We're back here. I've got it pretty flat. I've wrung out the PA. So I've got this fairly loud. And you can see that there's a PA speaker like right behind my head. And I'm not getting any squeal out of that. So it's got good rejection. And this is fairly loud. I'm not really getting any distortion on the microphone. It's a little bassy for me, but I can always tailor that back, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to actually just tailor the back end down a little bit. I'm going to give it a little bit back end there. I'm getting a lot of proximity effect, but that's typical of every microphone. But this is actually a pretty good sounding microphone. It's fairly hot. I'll do this where I don't have to talk into the mic. It's a fairly hot microphone, so it's kind of loud, which is actually good. So it's got a good response. I can hear a lot of bass in it, a lot of top end. If you EQ this microphone correctly and you put it through a really good PA system, these are actually quite a good microphone for a beginner PA. Beginner singer, if you don't want to spend $100 for a Shure SM58, you only got a limited supply, you need to buy like 5 of these for a PA or something like that. These are actually quite good. Now, I'm a little, I'm not too happy with the switches, because these can be, you can easily like turn this thing off on yourself if you're handling it. But that's easily accomplished with, a piece of black gaffer's tape. Put it in the up position and then tape over it, and it won't do that in handling it. But if you're putting these in a microphone stand and you're not touching it, these are perfectly fine. For $20, this is actually quite a good sounding microphone. I'm actually quite surprised. So I'll put the link in the description there for where you can buy it. And it's a really good, nice budget microphone. Thumbs up from me. Till next time, this is Kevin Richards. Keep rocking, keep practicing. See ya.